Welcome back. Well, it is semi-final time for the US Open, and just literally off a plane we have the tennis extraordinaire herself, Jaslyn Hewitt. Good morning. How are you feeling? You look good.
Thanks. No, a little bit tired, but no, literally just landed and straight on the way from the airport came here. So great to be here again.
Great to see your commitment to the weekend edition cause. So what have you've been at the US Open, you've just sneaked back. What's it been like?
It's a fantastic experience, completely different to the Australian Open. Their focus is predominantly more on the tennis, whereas if you're coming down to the Australian Open in Melbourne, there's a whole entertainment precinct where you have like a beer garden and a lot of activities for kids to keep them involved with the sport. But over in New York, it's definitely a bigger event with the size of the grandstands there in particular.
Yeah, and they're a pretty precocious audience as well.
Our only Aussie left is Ash Barty in the women's doubles. So how do you think she'll go?
Well, her and Azarenka have been playing really good doubles over the last few months. They played French Open together again there. They lost to Sam Stosur in a tough doubles match there. Surprised Sam didn't do as well in the doubles this time. But no, Ash is doing really well, and the positive thing there is over the next week she should get a #1 position back again.
It's interesting to see, sorry Tim, with doubles, because I know that, I mean, I've grown up with tennis. My dad has been playing for 7 years, my brother, and you know, just from a social point of view and from an active getting the kids out, it's just a shame that we don't see a lot more of the doubles. I mean, the prize difference and everything, but it's so fun to watch.
It's fantastic as well for players coming up through the sport. So if you look at Ash Barty, Casey Delacqua, even Sam Stosur, when they transition from doubles to singles, they do play a lot of doubles and do get the wins there, build their confidence, and then that transitions into their singles. So it's definitely a pathway that Tennis Australia is pushing a lot of our players to look at it. You had Ellen Perez in the quarterfinals at US Open. She lost the other day there, but again, another 20-year-old girl that's making a decent living from doubles.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, from a person who didn't know one end of the Oliver racket to the other, I always loved doubles because it meant someone else could do the work. But look, the Australians, look, if we take a snapshot of where we were in the singles, it looked so promising, didn't it? Like, as they all moved through to the fourth round. Underwhelming the way it ended, probably, for them in the singles.
With Alex de Minaur, we thought he was going to have a better run against Dimitrov. So unlucky in that one, going down, I think it was in 4 sets. But the fantastic news was Alexei Popyrin up there again.
He's talented, isn't he, Popyrin?
He's very talented. Massive serve, massive forehand. Creates a lot of power on the court. Good court coverage for a tall guy as well. He's probably pushing about 6'4", 6'5", and that power element is what you really need.
Looking at the women's, we've got, I can't say that name, how do we say it? Andreescu and Williams. Williams obviously going for the equal 24th, which will match Margaret Court. I mean, she's just been a powerhouse, hasn't she? She's got no injuries. She's feeling very confident, no doubt.
She's been very tactical in the way she's been playing. So she was in the final against Bianca the other week and ended up pulling out 3-1 down. So that's their only other match that they've had going into this event. So it will be interesting. But again, Serena won her first US Open 20 years ago. So for her to be back...
Wow, isn't that amazing? And what about the crowd? It's just going to be difficult for anyone opposing Serena Williams at a US Open.
Definitely, but Andreescu is Canadian as well, so we'll see how many come across the border for that one. So it's always interesting, the Belgians playing over in Paris, and then now the Canadians. And this is the first time that they've had a female in the Grand Slam final, so from Canada, so it's fantastic.
Playing now, right now, as we speak, the semi-finals, Medvedev and Dimitrov. Now, Dimitrov, he was ranked 3rd in 2017 and now he's ranked 78.
Yeah, so it's not surprising from the tennis fraternity to actually see him in the semi-final. You know what he's capable of. And
he's ranked a lot higher over the time, hasn't he?
Yeah, so he's... Previously, 2 years ago, he was ranked 3rd in the world and then had some shoulder injuries. And that's the main thing with players. And now these players are in their late 20s. So looking after your body, making sure that you're having your TheraBands and gym sessions as well, getting your shoulder and your back. So probably the couple of key things that tennis players really need to look after.
What about the men's?
Men's, for me, it's going to be hard to go past Nadal. I mean, Berrettini was fantastic against Monfils the other day. He was 5-2 up in the fifth, and I was surprised that Monfils wasn't able to clasp that. But again, Monfils, you don't know what you're going to get. So it was good to see him come back. But did bring you back some presents, guys.
Jaslyn, how good are you?
A little hat and a key ring.
Oh, thank you. I know who's going to want this at my house.
She's come in and she's going to just about to go and see the kids. Been working. Big Rob Shahadi's been doing.
Nice, thank you.
Has he done a good job as father on duty for 2 weeks?
No, he's done very well. So my boys actually don't know that I've landed yet. So it's going to be a surprise for me coming home. So good morning, Jonah and Jaden. We'll see you soon.
Give him a big cuddle for us, and thanks for coming in, Jazz.
Yeah,
Talk real soon. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm with you on Rafa. He's going to be hard to hold back.